It is
Wait.
now
Okay, now.
20 minutes until 5.
Now we're good. Go ahead.
All right, guys. Good evening. It is 4:40 p.m. We're updating you now on a tornado warning that continues from Medina, Wayne, and Summit counties until 5 o'clock now. Listening to scanner traffic here on my iPhone, and I can tell you that rotation continues. We've had a rotating wall cloud on this storm, so if you do hear me with my phone up to my ear here from time to time, I'm listening to scanner traffic in the background, letting you know what we're getting reports of. Brant, this is going to ride into a populated area here pretty soon, into an area there near Akron if it continues to ride on its current track.
Yep, just get, the track I have says it's going toward Cuyahoga Falls. It's going to go just northwest of Akron, if this track is correct.
Okay. You're listening to okay, Ryan, so they were just repeating the fact that the tornado warning continues until 5 o'clock. The last report that we had as of 4:30, there was a rotating wall cloud located near Smithville, which is going to be Wayne County, northeast of Wooster. And that's pushing off to the northeast at, I believe the last I'd heard was 45 miles per hour. And, okay, it's moving to the northeast at 30 as of right now. So, Brent, you should get an updated image on that any second. I think I just got one.
Is it live for you?
Yes, I can see you moving things around. So,
okay.
Want to also pay attention to these storms that are in and around the Wooster area, and then also to the south. These storms are firing up ahead of this large mass of rain that stretches from London, Canada, down into parts of western Ohio. That's going to be something we're to watch as these storms are firing out ahead of that. These are all supercells that are beginning to develop northeast of Wooster. Obviously, the one that's tornado warned, the one near Millersburg, that in Holmes County, that could become a supercell as it moves off to the northeast. And then the one east of Cleveland has shown supercell structure at times. We'll continue to watch that as well. And then we're also watching a couple cells back in Indiana as they approach the state border. We'll see what they decide to do in terms of trying to get their act together. So a lot of activity going on. We do have tornado watch in effect for parts of central, western, and northwestern Ohio. The interesting thing is that this tornado warning is actually outside the tornado watch and outside of the Storm Prediction Center's probability for tornadoes today. So we actually did just get a new severe thunderstorm watch for portions of Illinois and Indiana. That watch going until 9 p.m. tonight. That is for parts of central Illinois and parts of north central Indiana. So we'll watch that very closely. Again, the actual cold front is back across Illinois. There's another line of thunderstorms firing up there. But Brant, back to our tornado warning. It still looks as if we do have somewhat of a hook, although it may not be as well defined as it was just a short time ago.
Yeah, you can actually see a dip in the right where that hook is right there. On the back side of that, you can see that we have a lull in the reflect velocity where there's nothing showing up. Right? If you look at the screen, I have it circled, and this white clear area right here, if you look at this, it is right on that on the back of that hook.
That's correct. Storm is still reporting rotation in the clouds at this time. That is as of right now. So, and listening to Skywarn traffic in the background. So if you hear some beeping or anything like that, it's just the scanners talking and communicating with one another out in that area. Again, this is not where this tornado or potential tornado is located right now. It's not a highly populated area, so we're not going to get a ton of reports. And as it moves in towards Summit County there near Akron, we should get a few more reports then. If something were to fall down tornado-wise and develop. So, Akron, you are actually in the tornado warning. So, locations that need to take shelter, Barberton, Cuyahoga Falls, Akron, Richfield Peninsula, Montos, Grant, Fair Lawn, Pigeon Creek, Wadsworth, Creston, Seville, and Doylestown all need to be in your tornado safety areas at this time. Smithville, you're in the clear, and also Orrville, you are okay as well. And I understand if you live in Hudson or Lakemore or Brunswick or even the town of Medina, the sirens may be going off in your respective locations. But Brant and I reassure you that you are not in the polygon. It is just the way that it is set. Ohio has the sirens go off across the entire county. So, again, if you live in Medina or Brunswick, you are not in the polygon. You do not need to be in shelter at this time. I'm listening to an update now in the back here. So, okay, so Brant, did they issue a new statement on that warning?
I did not. I don't think so. Let me check what the last one was. Okay, we're seeing more of a lull on the radar right now.
I'm also noticing a little bit more of a right turn on this. This isn't moving as much north-northeast as it was. Maybe getting attached to some kind of boundary that may be allowing it to move more to the right. So we'll watch that. Also keeping an eye on the storms coming south of that area. These are more or less showers at this point than they are thunderstorms. These are more likely weak thunderstorms. Yeah, that's the same statement. When the Skywarn, I was hearing that they were saying that they were going to do an update. I was under the assumption that there was a new statement that had been issued. So we'll watch for a new statement, although we may not get another one for the next 15 minutes or so.
Okay.
And they just get an update. National Service in Northern Indiana advising that line of showers and embedded thunderstorms moving into northwest Ohio does have the potential to produce an isolated brief tornado over the next hour or so, although there's a ton of rain falling across northwest Ohio. Actually, Brant, let's move over to Van Wert County. There is no warning here, but there is some weak rotation being indicated on the radar. Van Wert County is just to the east-southeast of Fort Wayne there. Let's move over to the North Webster radar. They're in northern Indiana. Yep. And let's take a look in Van Wert County. You can kind of see we kind of have an awkward shape structure-wise to the radar. And looking at the velocity just to the south of Van Wert, there could be some weak upper-level rotation. Yep, right there. There could definitely be a little bit there. So we'll watch that close as that's heading off to the east-northeast. Is that 9 miles I'm reading there, Brant, to the southwest of Van Wert?
There's two areas of rotation. So one just southwest of Ohio City, it's 9 miles from Van Wert, and the one that's the first one, it's about 4.5.
Something else worth mentioning, Brant, you zoom out there and you look off to the north of there, you can definitely tell there's some stronger winds being indicated on the radar. So that just tells you that there's a lot of energy in the upper levels of the atmosphere, at least wind-wise today.
Very, very strong. I was seeing that, I was wondering why they weren't issuing a severe thunderstorm warning, and then I realized, well, the beam height is high, and that's probably upper level winds then.
Yep, those are on the order of approaching probably 80 miles per hour in the upper levels. So there's a lot of wind energy to work with today. So if thunderstorms tap into that enough to want to rotate, they can produce a tornado. Nothing new on scanner traffic, and really, Brant, that cell's beginning to become a little bit disorganized in terms of the structure on the radar.
Well, not really.
Based on what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's right in there. You can see the rotation. Well, it is becoming disorganized, but as you see, the rotation part of it is becoming detached from the rest of the storm.
I was going to wonder if you were going to say that. Yeah, definitely is becoming detached. And, like I said, and actually looking at that cell now just to the northeast of Cleveland that we had mentioned before we went on that could go tornado warned, it is beginning to having a little more interesting characteristic to it, and it has a little bit of weak rotation as well just to the west of Chesterland. Again, that's rather weak rotation. Again, it's beginning to show signs of some interesting structure as well, Brant.
Yes, very well. And this was unexpected too, because we didn't expect this to happen at all today in this area. It happened totally out of our bullseye area that we were watching. And I was pretty surprised to see this.
I think, to be honest, I don't think. Okay, that area was included in our low-risk category. However, was not mentioned in the Storm Prediction Center's slight risk category. It was mentioned in their 5% category. So, just kind of give you a reference. I post updates on pictures and stuff like that based on our categories. So Brant, what you have for us?
I just want to let you know there's 3 storms now that I'm watching that are starting to have that kidney bean shape.
Okay, we have a tornado on the. Don't me interrupt. We have a tornado on the ground now in Rittman. As 4:43, as of 7 minutes ago, a tornado was reported on the ground. So let's go back to the radar near Rittman. Brant, I'm going to assume. Let's take a look at tilt 1 on the velocity if we can. Let's go to tilt 1 on the velocity. I just got this statement in. A tornado is on the ground as of 4:43 in Rittman. I'm going to listen to storm traffic here and see what they're telling me right now.
Okay. I'll take over here for a minute, Nick. I was just telling you that it's becoming detached from the rest of the storm, but if you actually look at it now, you can actually see, okay, oh wow. Okay, look at this updated image here, Nick. Strong winds over here, and right in here is right where the tornado is. It's it's not showing up very well, and actually I'm going to take the terminal Doppler's down now. No, it's not. Oh, wow. Nick, look at this.
Okay, that's definitely okay. Listening to storm spotters right now, the report as of 4:43 was indeed a confirmed tornado. However, right now, due to layout of topography, they're having a difficult time getting an advantage point of it. They tell us that it is not a large tornado; it is a skinny rope-type tornado that is currently on the ground at this time.
But that still does damage.
Also, absolutely, I'm going to post an update right now to our Facebook page right now.
Look at this thing. Look at how this thing is just wrapping up. I mean, look at this velocity image from the terminal Doppler. Well, I mean, that's just that. It's a couplet. I mean, that's a telltale sign of a tornado right there.
Alright, so at this point, Brian, I think it is beginning to be a little more stressful since we have a confirmed tornado on the ground near Rittman. Okay, the wall cloud currently is over US 21 and US 224. So that's the latest that I can give. The couple people are looking to see if this tornado is still on the ground. Again, the tornado was on the ground reported 10 minutes ago. So we're continuing to listen to that. In fact, if we continue to get as much talking as I'm getting right now, we may actually take the scanner live for just a moment, just so we can give viewers an idea as to what we listen to. Brian, I'll let you take back over here.
Okay. Once again, everybody, we have a tornado that is entering. What county? Nick, what county is Akron in? I think.
They'll be going into Summit County.
All right, Summit County. Right now, we have a tornado on the ground. It's very, as Nick said, once again, it's very, very small. It's not a wedge or a large tornado. It's kind of a rope tornado. And as you can see, the radar image here, meteorologists speak a lot about the rotation and the couplets and the red and greens. Well, when the red and greens come together, that's when you have rotation. And that's most likely where a tornado is right now, and you can actually see that there is a couplet there, and that is a very, very strong couplet. Nick, you got anything else?
Actually, David Soar, or one of our other admins, has actually been posting the updated statements on the storm for us. Greatly appreciate that. Posting the updates with the confirmed tornado on the ground in Rittman as of 4:43. Currently, the wall cloud is over you. Actually, okay, so they are saying this is a heavy precipitation type of storm. In fact, let's take the scanner here for just a couple moments. I'm trying to see if you can hear it. You're going to hear a lot of beeping. And Right, so you just heard them say that there is currently no tornado on the ground at this time. However, there is a wall cloud with rugged scud, and we'll watch that as they continue to track that along with them. Again, they are near the vicinity of US 21 and US 224. And again, that storm continues to move to the northeast. Brant, I'm actually on Facebook at the moment, not actually looking at the radar. What are you seeing? Is there any change in structure, or are we still looking at that detached rotation?
No, it's actually it's actually hooked back up again with the supercell, and it's became a lot more heavier rain, as you were saying. If you look at my screen right now, when you get the chance to, you can actually see that it's picked up a lot of precipitation now. And as we look down to more to the south, where actually the rotation is in the storm tracker is, that's probably right where we're seeing the tornado. But once again, it's picked up on the its rain a lot in the past couple of scans.
Definitely correct. And as you heard the spotter say, there's a lot of precipitation falling north of that wall cloud, and definitely that would be north of that parent tornado. They are talking as to whether or not they may extend that tornado warning until 5:15 or maybe just a few minutes past 5. So again, if you're watching us, you may see my face up in the upper right-hand corner. Not quite sure if you are or not, but if you are, I do have my phone to my ear. We are listening. Brand, is that a new tornado warning that's being posted?
No, I was just putting the track on it in that area. This is actually up to the north. The northern storm. It's got a very good kidney bean shape, and I was just putting it on the radar so you could actually see what's going on up there, and everybody else could too.
Okay. This is definitely not the storm that we're continuing to track the tornado warning on, which, keep in mind, only goes for another 3 minutes. I highly feel they will extend this based on the reports that have been received. This is definitely a high precipitation supercell. Look at all the rain that's falling there. No hail falling at this time, so we'll continue to watch that. Again, now as an update for the rest of the state real quick, and then we'll get back to the tornado warning. You don't have to move radar or anything. Giving you an update, there is that line of thunderstorms in northwest Ohio that we mentioned. We're going to watch that close for potential embedded tornadoes within that line of showers and weak thunderstorms. And again, as I mentioned, a new severe thunderstorm watch was posted for Illinois and Indiana. Those storms are going to be moving our direction after midnight. I feel that those will be much weaker, although they could still carry a severe threat. It looks as if at this point, Brand, we may have to just be worried about these embedded tornadoes and not so much the damage and wind concern. Yep,
I totally agree. I was watching this storm down near Fredericksburg, yeah. And if you actually look, it's not got a great hook on it. But if you look at the radar, we do have some, I'm circling right now, very, very strong winds with this storm. And you can actually pick out on the radar where the storms are, because they have the greater wind right here, here, and down toward here. So, a lot of wind with these storms, but it's upper winds that we're seeing on the radar right now.
That would be correct. The tornado warning officially has expired. It is now 5 o'clock. We are going to stay with you just because they may extend this tornado warning based on the reports that have been received. Okay, we have a new tornado warning. This is for Summit County. This should pop up in just a few seconds on the computer there, Brandon. I believe this is actually for Summit County only. Yes, that's correct. Let me read you the new statement on this. Tornado warning until 5:45 for Summit County. Train West spotters continue to confirm a rotating wall cloud. There was a confirmed tornado earlier in Wayne County. So this is for Summit County until 5:45. Brand, since you're running, you want me to get this warning since you got that?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm handling the radar right now, okay. So if you want to get that alert, you can.
Yep, I've actually got the new polygon. It should pop up for you on the next update. This is a very dangerous situation. This is, if you live in Akron and you're looking to your southwest, Brand, I think it's imperative that we stress you're not going to see this because of the amount of precipitation that is ahead of this storm.
Agreed. This is okay. I haven't got the new warning up yet.
Okay, you should get it any second.
It may actually be taking its time.
Let me see. I'm actually going to see if David is going to post the tornado warning. He did for us 20. You got the new polygon?
Yeah, and this is this goes into another county too. There's 2 counties included in this warning.
Okay, so that would be Summit and I believe Trumbull. Let me double check that. Sorry, Portage County. Portage and Summit County. So this includes downtown Akron, Brant. That's a pretty decently populated area, so definitely if you live there, you need to be taking your shelter. Also Barberton, Portage Lakes, Green, Cuyahoga Falls, Stow, Sugar Bush Knolls, Brimfield, Mogador, and Lakemore need to be in your tornado-safe areas at this time. Continue to indicate rotation on the radar. I'm still listening to scanner traffic in the background. I've not heard any new developments in terms of the tornado on the ground, but of course, as soon as we do, or if we do, we'll definitely pass it along. Brant, this thing is really beginning to get wrapped up in a lot of rain.
Yeah, I was about to say, it doesn't look like it's that organized as it was before. And if this is right, this is gonna go right, just, let me actually, just 2 miles, northwest of Akron, and west of Akron. So, this is gonna be very close to the city of Akron. And it, as I said, if you look at the how much rain it's being, you can still pick out the storm. It's right there, but as Nick was saying, that it's becoming wrapped up in a lot of rain.
Definitely correct. Right now the spotter traffic is just they're going over the new warning that was just issued. Let me see if David posted that new warning for us on our page. I would think that he has. Yep, he just posted it. And looking at what he is showing on his live storm tracker, Brant, are you using? Okay, you are using tilt 1 of the velocity. Okay, so make sure that you're using tilt 1. That way we can get as close to the ground with that as we possibly can measure. This is definitely something we need to keep up with. Yeah, let's look at that. Are we getting a rotation on that near Mentor?
Oh, you're very, very far back. Let me zoom in on that again, because you're really, really far back, so you're going to start seeing me move around everywhere for a minute. But I'm back on that storm now.
Okay. Looking up there at Mentor, looks like it's just weak rotation, Brant.
Oh wow!
I'm actually caught up. I'm actually caught up to you now.
Okay, Nick, look at this. You got it yet?
Yeah. Is it an area that you circled there near Norton and Barberton? Yeah. That's definitely something. Yeah. That's where the rotation is. It's definitely not tight. By all means, is it a tight rotation? Because if you measure that along there, I would definitely be willing to bet that's at least a mile or so. Actually, it looks like it's a couple miles. So it's definitely not a very tight circulation. It's very broad. However, it's a very decently, in terms of strength, decent rotation. Let me look at the correlation coefficient. That's something we have not brought up today. No indications on that of any debris and or non-meteorological targets such as trees or limbs or anything like that.
Okay. This is
maybe a short time ago there would have been.
All right, I just got the new update here on my iPad, Nick. You got okay? Yeah, we just got in. Look at this. This is wow. This is.
Yeah, that is actually really beginning to tighten up as it's moving off to the northeast.
This is gonna go right over Akron, guys.
It's going to be in terms of the dot there where it says Akron, it's actually moving over Akron at this point now. But the rotation itself, yes, is going to go over Akron. Please be your tornado precautions. The next towns, Cuyahoga Falls, Silver Lake, Stow, and Kent. You guys have got to be in your tornado safe areas at this time. This storm is really beginning to show some decent rotation. Let me listen to storm spotters once again just to see if we have anything new.
I'm just letting you know, Nick, that we actually have John Howell. He's a storm spotter on the Radar Scope network. He's gonna go right over this. So, this is gonna go right over top of him. If I can actually, I can see it on my iPad, but he's right here. right there. So that's going to go right over top of him.
Okay.
So that's going to be our #1 source for information out of this right now. Okay.
Okay. Here's an update. The wall cloud just passed over I-76. Lots of scud continues. No funnels dropping out of the cloud as of right now, but it does continue to rotate. That's the latest. Just hearing from storm spotters. Okay, so yeah, that was definitely a good report there. Again, just passed over I-76 a moment ago, and moving into Akron, still showing a lot of scud clouds coming out of this. He's saying that if there is any kind of funnel cloud, it is going to be not visible due to rain. This particular spotter's vantage point is not coming from the south side of this system, so we're not able to really get a good indication. He's kind of more of a southwesterly type of position at this time, so that's what we're looking at there. So he's, obviously, Brandon, even if there was a tornado, it's going to be rain wrapped. I mean, there's so much rain falling in this storm that you're just not going to be able to see it.
Yeah, a lot of rain out of the head of this. Okay, I'm just seeing if we got any new information out of this. And actually, if you look at the rest of these storms, I flip over to the Cleveland radar again. Let me go to super resolution. Some of these storms, I'm not saying that they're, very strong hooks, but all these are starting to get their kidney bean shapes as they're entering Worcester. I know Holmes right below it.
Definitely, that would be a Wayne County.
Wayne County.
Yep, and actually this tornado warning is the only active severe weather warning in the entire nation as of right this moment. So obviously, I'm sure the Weather Channel is probably covering this just because it's the only active tornado warning or active severe weather warning in the entire nation at this time. Looking at the looped radar, I'm really beginning to notice that the storm may really it's trying to take a hard turn to the right. It's trying. It's not necessarily having a lot of success at this time, but it definitely is trying to take a hard turn to the right. It has definitely got a good clip moving about it. Just in the amount of time that I have radar looping wise, this storm has moved. Let me get you an estimated distance. Storm itself has probably moved about 10 miles just in the last given 15 minutes. So this storm is really moving at a good clip. That would actually indicate the storm is moving a lot quicker than what the statement shows. The statement tells us it's moving to the northeast at 30. This thing's definitely moving a little faster than 30 miles per hour, in my opinion, just based on looking at that. And the storm track is actually moving on to the northeast at about 30 knots, so that's about 35 to 40 miles per hour. So, Brand, looks like the rotation really is continuing to wrap up as it's moving into Akron.
Yeah, I'm just getting the 20-frame loop here, so we can actually check out the storm since it was born. That's basically what it is. It's just about done here, so here it is. If you can see it, let me actually get the. Okay. Right along there. It's hard to tell where the storm is, but it was out in the open, and then all this stuff started intruding it. And now, actually, if you look at the velocity, you can actually see a solid green all the way, mostly all the way over the radar.
Yeah, there's a lot of wind that has begun to be picked up. Again, we're also getting a lot of showers to develop as well. One other thing I am noticing, we got some reports in out of northwest Ohio of 40 to 55 mile per hour wind gusts. Not quite to severe criteria, but along that line of showers in northwest Ohio, some strong winds are occurring. So we'll continue to watch that very close. As for south of I-70, we are dry, and it will be dry probably for at least a few more hours. Okay, the tornado watch was just expanded to include northeast Ohio until 9 o'clock. That is what is new. I will get an updated map on that momentarily, and also the flash flood watch has been expanded to include the Cincinnati metropolitan area. No other expansions or other new alerts. I would not be surprised if we do begin to see thunderstorms developing here in central and southwestern Ohio. They could expand that tornado watch a little further. But as it stands right now, as I was mentioning before, we just got that alert update. South of I-70, we are beginning to get a lot of breaks in the clouds. So I know it does not look like that here, at least at my location. But we are beginning to get some breaks in the clouds to the point where maybe we've become a little more concerned for south of I-70 for a severe threat as we head into the overnight hours. And mainly south of I-70 and west of I-71. Go ahead, Bram.
Look at this loop of the storm. I mean, it. Have you seen this?
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching that just before you mentioned that. I'm going to make an updated map. This won't take but just a couple minutes.
I was just about to do it, so I already had it pulled up. Okay. But yeah, that's fine. If you wanna.
Okay, I'm gonna also do a flash flood watch update. I'll still be able to talk and do this, so you can, if you have anything you want to ask or any other areas that you want me to see if there's any kind of rotation or anything, I would be more than able to answer that for you. Basically, what the tornado watch expansion was the remainder of the Cleveland listening area. So this was probably a local expansion by the office. This was not.
Oh my gosh. Wow, Nick, look at this.
Go ahead.
This is right over Akron right now. If there's a tornado on the ground, it's doing damage.
Okay, we do have an updated statement on that warning as well. Okay, funnel cloud has been sighted. Okay, so there is a funnel cloud that has been sighted. Okay, storm spotters one of them is very close to this funnel cloud, and he's mentioned he's going to have to take shelter to avoid the funnel cloud. So that is what we are hearing right now. Again, there's a funnel cloud that has been sighted. I'm trying to get the location for you right now.
Okay, I'm just making a new map for myself, so you can post that one to the page.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep this one for myself right now. Once I get this done. Alright, I think that's it. Okay, yeah, that. Alright. Not as many counties as I thought it would be. But it is.
Yeah, it's just the remainder of the Cleveland National Weather Service listening area. That was the only that was the big difference there. What I can tell you right now, based on with storm spotters, is that this funnel is hard to see. However, they do have confirmation of a funnel cloud. Okay, so according to one spotter's location, the wall cloud is overhead. There is very slow rotation. It's not very fast rotation. So that's the latest that I have to pass along in terms of that.
I'm actually. This may actually. Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to get the radar situated here. Okay, look at this new storm, Nick. It is going to be just south from the terminal Doppler. Just south of the Cleveland radar.
Okay, hold on one second.
I have it up on the screen.
If we, okay, yep, I will take a look at that and see. Yeah, that's got a nice little bean shape to it as well. We will see if it decides it wants to wrap around there.
There's also one just west of Medina. Wow, it's very, very small, but.
And that's the other thing with the size of some of these, with the size of some of these cells, even if they did decide to wrap around, I don't think they're going to be, just because of the size, Brandon. It might be a little bit difficult for them to want to or elect to issue some kind of a warning on that, just based on size and maybe lack of the ability. We got a new tornado warning for Lake County and Ashtabula County. That is a new tornado warning.
This is going to be for that storm up north, isn't it?
Yeah, this is for that storm that, from what I had heard, they were going to disregard and let it go over the lake unless something had developed otherwise.
Oh,
so,
wow, look at this.
Let me post the new... Okay, I'm posting the map right now. And David will post that 21 for us. Brand, I'm really glad we got him. And I'm really happy that we got him, because obviously you can see what's...
Yeah.
Obviously, you can see yeah.
You said Ashtabula was included in that warning?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
And, Funnel Cloud, if it is still there, is now near the sheriff's office in Summit County.
Wow. I mean, look at this radar image, though. This is probably the most...
what's this? Do you have the polygon up? Are you able to read the statement?
That's a very thin polygon, but, I don't have it up. I'm gonna get on my iPad right now. Just give me 1 second. I don't have that up.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my. Alright, hold on 1 second. Let's go back to this storm down near Akron, and let's look at Nick, I want you to see this. Check out this as the new update comes in. Look at this.
Take a look here. Come on, computer work. Oh yeah, that is definitely okay, I can see why they are saying there's a funnel on the ground there. Or not on the ground, sorry, a funnel cloud sighted. Yeah, definitely, the rotation's definitely there for it, absolutely.
Yeah, this thing is...
Take a look at this. Okay, I think we have another new tornado warning as well. Yes, we do for Wayne, and... Okay, we got another new tornado warning for this. Is going to be for near Canton. This is going to be for a cell near Orville in Wayne County. So we have another new tornado warning. So we now have 3 active tornado warnings. Our operations are going to shift just slightly here as soon as I post this tornado warning.
All right,
this new tornado watch expansion.
If you're gonna, do you want me to read the statement on that new one, because we gotta get going if we're okay. This is for south. Okay, I'm gonna get this statement read, then we're gonna jump down south really quickly. The National Weather Service in Cleveland has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Ashtabula, the city of Ashtabula, northwest eastern Lake County, and this includes the city of Paynesville until 5:45. At 5:13 p.m., National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado near Perry or near Paynesville, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. So it's radar indicated. Now jump down to this one down here near Wayne County, which I was watching, and that was the other one that I was watching, Nick. Let's get this one up on. This is surprising. I don't see anything that would be concerning with this storm. If you look at the, still waiting for the update here.
I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that with you.
This goes until 6 o'clock. This is going to be for National Weather Service operator in severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado on the Dalton or 9 miles east of Worcester, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. So this one is also radar indicated.
Okay, also just getting some information from Ryan Coffin. We're going to have to watch a storm in Mercer County. He said he has a weird feeling about it, and he just is not quite sure why. So he said just to keep an eye on it. Let me turn down my volume so you don't hear that Uvu message as loud.
Okay, we need to get this link reposted because we have 0 viewers right now, so we need to get that posted as soon as possible. Can you just recopy that link that I posted earlier?
Which one?
Oh yeah,
actually, yeah.
Just copy that one and just say, just quoted three tornado warnings right now, and that should bring some people in. Okay, so did we just get a new one? No, okay, we still have the 3. My gosh, look at this storm just north of Akron. This is... Wow. Okay, I can see why they issued it now. It's a little bit of rotation near Dalton. Not very strong rotation, but that's what that is. And this new tornado warning is for 2 counties. So this is going to be for...
Okay, I am back now, so I just reshared that link with everybody.
This is going to be Wayne and Ashtabula. Wait. Yeah.
What's that?
No, never mind. Sorry, it's going to be for Wayne and Summit, or Stark County. This includes Stark County. This new one.
Okay. Just kind of update everybody. Here's what's going on. Okay, we have 3 active tornado warnings, all in the Cleveland listening area. The strongest of which, at least if there is any kind of tornado on the ground, is going to be northeast of Akron now. That rotation continues to be decent as it's going to move right in between Cuyahoga Falls and Kent. So we're watching that. Just to the northeast of that, up in far northwestern Ashtabula County and parts of Lake County, we are watching a tornado warning there. That cell is soon to move off and over onto Lake Erie. That cell is going to move pretty quick. Brain, I would probably say it's probably about 5 to 10 minutes away from moving offshore there.
Okay, we're gonna get another one here, Nick. This is gonna be for I don't know. It in Medina County. We're gonna get another one for this one too.
Did it just pop up?
It hasn't popped up yet, but as what they've been doing, I can say probably that they're going to issue another one for this. It's a storm right here on the screen right now. It's in the center.
Okay, yeah, there to the east of Medina. Okay, I see. Yeah, again, based on what Cleveland has been doing today, there could be a tornado warning for that cell in the near future. But I do want to mention, Brent, there's a lot of rain beginning to show up in North Ohio around these cells that have tornado warnings. So we'll see what that's going to do to these storms as they continue to move away from Cleveland and offshore.
Okay, this storm actually, the one near Akron, I'm going to switch over radars here. The one near Akron is starting to deteriorate. Why am I not getting a new... Come on, radar, you can do it.
Yeah, that's the latest scan that I have as well as the one that you're looking at there.
I got another one coming in here soon, so that should be updated in just 1 second. Okay, that update. Yep, there it is. As of 521. I think that, yeah, 521. So now manning 3 tornado warnings right now. We're kind of busy here. If anybody's just joining in.
Yep, we're gonna not necessarily restart, but just gonna redo things for a bit. So if you're just joining us, current time is 5:24 p.m. Chief Weather Forecaster Nicholas Dunn alongside Weather Forecaster Brant Warren with you this evening. We are currently manning 3 different tornado warnings. Let's start off with the northernmost one for Lake and Ashtabula County. Taking a look at it there on the screen. A nice little kidney bean shape structure to it as well. And that tornado warning going for just a few more minutes here. That tornado going until 5:45, although I think it's going to be offshore there before 5:45. Jumping down to Summit and Portage counties, we have a tornado warning. This includes the cities of Cuyahoga Falls and Akron. That cell's moving up to the northeast at about 35 miles per hour. That tornado warning goes until 5:45 as well. And our newest edition of tornado warnings includes Wayne and Stark counties until 6 p.m. This includes cities of North Canton, Canal, Fulton, Greentown, Massillon, Worcester. You are not included in this tornado warning as of right now, but you are very, very close. And again, all these cells are radar indicated tornadoes. We do not have any confirmation of tornadoes on the ground. We've had wall clouds with the cell near Akron. That's been our most active of the cells that we've been watching over the last half hour to 45 minutes. If you're just joining us, again, we've got 3 tornado warnings here in Northeast Ohio. We're monitoring development across parts of Northwest Ohio, and we're also monitoring development back across parts of Illinois and also Indiana for those storms that could eventually move our direction later this evening here across parts of Central Ohio. And in terms of alerts, there was a tornado watch for northwestern and western Ohio until 9 p.m. That has since been expanded. Time frame remains the same until 9 o'clock for Northeast Ohio. The entire Cleveland listening area, at least from the National Weather Service office in Cleveland, Ohio, the entire area is under that tornado watch until 9 p.m. A flash flood watch has been issued for anywhere from Cincinnati to Columbus, up to Kenton, and up to Bryan, essentially, and points west of there. That goes through late tonight or early tomorrow morning, depending on your location. And we also are watching for the brain theft flood advisory still is in effect for Lucas County. What time was that supposed to be expiring? Do you remember offhand?
I actually have it up right now. It goes to okay. This goes until 6:15 p.m. as of right now.
Okay, so that flood advisory that flood advisory is set to expire in about 45 minutes for Lucas County, and they continue to get lots of heavy rain. I will say, though, that line of showers in Northwest Ohio is beginning to weaken considerably. That area's seen a lot of rain today, so we'll watch that very closely. Brant, any new information in terms of rotation in any of these storms we should know about?
Let's go ahead and check. Let's take it storm by storm, and no new updates of any of the terminal Doppler ones. Let me see. This one we're probably gonna need an extension here soon for this storm. That is in Akron. I think. Wait, don't tell me. I got this. Okay. Summit County.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so it's one in Summit County. If you take a look at the radar right now, it's still wrapped up. I think it's a little bit more defined than it was earlier, though. You can see right in here is right where they're touching. So was that a beep I just heard?
Yeah, I was just listening to see what that was. I think there was a little bit of cutting out. Some of the reception may be a little down, and of course, due to the weather that's going on there, is definitely not a surprise whatsoever. I do want to pass along that my feeling is that I think we will see an extension on that tornado warning in Northeast Ohio for Summit and Portage counties. If it's going to come out, it's going to come out within just a couple minutes, because that storm is beginning to approach the end of that polygon. So we'll watch that close, because we still have 3 active tornado warnings, all of which go until 5:45, with the exception of the one for Wayne and Stark County that goes until 6 o'clock. So lots going on right now, and this may just be the beginning of things to come as we head through the evening hours. Tornado watches continue, and we'll continue to watch the weather situation through the evening. And we're going to stay with you until all these tornado warnings have expired, which hopefully will be very soon. And Brant is drawing up there, or he had drawn.
Yeah, let me get that back.
Yeah, get that back up there. Brant had drew up there where the next potential. If they're going to extend this tornado warning and issue a new warning, I would suspect it's probably going to be strictly just for Portage County. I don't think they're going to include any more of Summit County, although I would not be surprised if they did. Maybe just the far northeastern edge of Summit County, but otherwise, I think this is going to be for Summit County. And Brant, the amount of rain continues to be very massive with this storm.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the Okay, that
1 tornado warning for Lake and Ashtabula County has been allowed to expire. So that's the latest information that we have. That expired a little bit ahead of schedule, and as I said, that storm was set to move onto Lake Erie and out of our hair. So that is good news. One other piece of information I want to pass along, that southern storm near Massillon and near Dalton, that's going to move over some of the same locations potentially, or maybe just southeast of some of those locations that just got hit with this decent thunderstorm or potential tornado. So we'll have to watch that very close too to see if anybody gets any double shots of anything.
these two storms right here, they're connecting. That's a little bit interesting. It always makes me think, is one getting more energy than the other one? With this, like, you can see, I'm circling right now, like the connection in the reflectivity. These two storms right now are based on the reflectivity, they are connected. So I don't know what's going on with that, but that storm now moving into Summit County out of Medina County, that was the one I was watching, and I think Ryan was watching it also for the potential of another tornado warning.
Okay. I'm still not going to be surprised though if they do issue a new tornado warning just based on what they've been doing today. So we'll watch that very, very, very closely to see what ends up happening there. So, but otherwise, we're down to just 2 tornado warnings now. So definitely a good piece of information there. Brant, I think if they're gonna, that southern storm, if they're gonna issue another tornado warning for Summit County based on that southern storm, they're gonna have to issue it here pretty quickly.
Yeah, I just drew up, but the storm is actually moving a lot faster now, so I think they might extend it a little bit further up to past Portage County and into perhaps Geauga and Trumbull counties. Because the storm track has
Definitely would not be surprised to see that either.
Yeah, the storm track has it moving pretty fast. They might take it. They might take this warning slow and issue the one that I was drawing out earlier. That they might actually do that, or they could issue the one that extends into Geauga and Trumbull counties right now. And
the only other piece of information I had to pass along, outside of Orville earlier in Wayne County, I just shared a photo that Eric Elwell had received courtesy of Jason Nicholas. He passed along a picture of the wall cloud that had prompted that tornado warning, and at one time there was a tornado on the ground not too far from where this particular picture was taken. So we'll continue to watch that very close. The Storm Prediction Center continues to mention that the greatest potential for tornadoes is northwestern Ohio. However, we actually have not seen a single alert over there for today at all in terms of tornado warnings or even any severe weather warnings, period. So, we'll continue to watch that very closely. I just got a comment on our photo to see if maybe we got. That's one thing I did not check is to see if we had any posts on our page. Let me see what we got here. See if anybody's posted any pictures to our page. Nope, nothing new there. But definitely, if you do have any reports or any pictures that you can safely do and safely take and safely send to us via any one of our sources that we have mentioned before, feel okay. We get new tornado warning for. This is going to be for what you had said, Brant. This is going to include
Geauga, Trumbull, and I believe Portage.
Portage, Trumbull, and Geauga County. So David will take care of that for us. I didn't even ask him to post this, but I want to thank him ahead of time for doing that for us. It's from one of his other pages, but still definitely worth posting. I mean, it may not do. I don't think really our posts are going to reach any more just because of the way Facebook has been. Let me just see what some of his photos have been reaching. Really not much more, if any less than us. Hold on 1 second, I'll be right back. Brant, go ahead and take over.
Alright, so now we're down to 2 tornado. No, I'm sorry, we just got another one in. The newest one that Nick just told us about. I think I have the correct polygon drawn up there. it's pretty close to it, if anything. Still continuing to see a lot of rotation with this. Crap. Okay, we don't have any information in. Now we have 3 tornado warnings. One is just set to expire back in Summit County and Portage County, and another, so in about the next 5 minutes or so, the next 9 minutes, the one for Summit will be canceled, and Summit will be out of any of the warnings for now. But there also is a storm down.
Brant, I'm going to eat dinner very quickly, so I'm going to let you take over for a short time. I will not be that terribly long. I do promise you.
Okay.
Hopefully about 5-10 minutes or so, but hopefully that'll be enough time for you to go over the new warnings and keep everybody posted what's going on. I'll be back shortly.
Okay. Alright, so as I was saying, we're down to 3 tornado warnings. Probably going to lose the one for Summit County now in a couple of minutes, but they may continue this one down to the south here, and that may push farther into Summit County. But as of right now, I do see a little bit of rotation on this one. In Summit County, this is the one just farther to the north here. If we actually get the... 1 second here. Yeah, it's with this one right back here. It's actually... It's actually gotten a lot smaller than the last scan that I was looking at just a couple of minutes ago. Continuing to cover tornado warnings now. I think we're going to be down to 1 tornado warning as soon as these 2 expire from their warnings. So the one near Kent right now, I'm gonna back out of this one and go over here toward Kent. Continuing to see strong rotation out of it. They're not too terribly strong, but it's a lot weaker than it's been, but it's still strong enough to cause concern. That's why they've issued another tornado warning for this. As we look further down to the southern one, down to the southern one here, you can actually see very strong wind right here with the kind of greenish blue area, the bright area. And you can see over here we have a cut in the velocity, and that usually means that there is not very, very strong rotation, but there is at least something in there to cause a little bit of concern. Now, this storm that just passed through Summit County now has triggered a tornado warning for Trumbull, Geauga, and I believe that's... 1 second. Geauga, Trumbull, and Portage County is completely out of Summit County. So Summit County, you are clear of tornado warnings for right now, and I think we just got a new one in. Let me check. Or this is a continuation of the other one. Now this is a continued indicated tornado. This tornado was located near Canal Fulton, or 12 miles southwest of Rittman, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Now, Rittman was one of the ones that was had seen a tornado go over it, or at least near it, earlier today. And this one is the new updated, this is the updated statement from this tornado warning. I don't see anything to worry about right now, but they are still saying they are indicating a tornado by Doppler radar. No reports have come in of a confirmed tornado right now. A tornado watch remains in effect until 9 p.m. For northwestern and northeastern Ohio, and also some of west central Ohio for those counties. Now, so once again, Summit County is now completely clear of any. The warning is not expired yet. It does expire in 4 minutes, but the supercell that's prompted the warning has moved out of Summit County now. So you'll start seeing the siren turn off here shortly. But continuing to watch this storm, this has been the longest-lived storm that I have seen in a long time. And you can see the rotation is now, the velocity is now starting to pick up again near Mantua, I think that's called, and Herman. Those are that's where the rotation is, just south of that, just southwest of that right now. And if you actually look at the reflectivity now, okay, it just updated. Whoops. Let's try to get this back. Okay, here is the hook. There still is a hook, but okay, there's the more clear image. The hook is starting to reform, is what I'm seeing, and the rotation. Waiting for the new scan to come in here, and we'll actually let you know what's going on. Yeah, it's starting to pick up again. So this storm may have gone through a cycle. It may be starting to pick up again and start to concern us again. And that tornado warning in Summit County has, I believe, it has expired. No, it goes for another 3 minutes. So right now, we're down to two tornado warnings technically. Summit County will be taken out of this soon. So the storm that they're watching is down here. Oops, come on. Down here. That is in, I believe, southern. Okay, it's now entering southern Summit County. And this is in Stark County right now. I don't see anything to be concerned about, but if I take off the storm tracks here just for a second, you can actually see that in this reflectivity there's a dip right in the middle, and that's what may be still telling them to keep the warning up. If we actually take a look closer into this storm right now, it's actually moved completely out of. Almost completely out of Stark County, heading up into Summit County, and I don't see anything to be worried about this storm about. But continuing to look up the one in, I believe that is Portage County right now. You can see the rotation is starting to recycle now and it's starting to pick up again. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to reflectivity just for a short second to show you. We still have a hook with this. Well, that was a bad drawing. Still have a hook with it. Okay, there's the updated image. Still have a hook with this, and the rotation, I do believe, is starting to, in my opinion, it's starting to, it looks like the storm went through a cycle, so now it's starting to pick up again in terms. So down to currently 3 tornado warnings. I think the one, okay, 1 minute, it's just about to expire for Summit County. And that means Summit County will be totally out of any of the warnings. But this storm right here is, in my opinion, it's recycled and it's picking back up again. We're going to take a look at the terminal Doppler radar, and we're kind of getting far away from it here, so we're going to have to rely on something else here soon. But if you take a look at this, this storm is, this rotation signature is as strong as it was right when it passed near Akron. So continuing to monitor this, let me see if there's any new information here. One second. Okay, we're gonna get a new tornado warning here. This is gonna be for, this is going into Summit County again. Summit County, you're under the gun again. Here's the first signature that I have seen today from this storm down in Stark County that I've actually seen red and green together. If we go back a frame, they said that there was a indicated tornado, radar indicated tornado near Canal Fulton, and this is right where I started to see this storm. I mentioned this earlier. I don't see anything too terrible to be alarmed about, but as the new scan came in, you can actually see that it's picked up again, and I do believe we're going to get another tornado warning here for, this is going to be for Summit, and I think for Summit County. Let me turn back on the storm tracks here.
I'm back.
Okay, Nick, we're going to get another tornado warning here soon for Summit County. Just in extreme southern Summit County, just passing over the border now from Stark County, we can actually see that the storm is starting to, if you look at my screen right now, you can actually see that the storm is starting to begin to rotate again in extreme southern Summit County.
The storm that just moved away from Akron, you do know there's a confirmed tornado on that one, correct?
I did not know that, no.
Okay, there was a confirmed tornado a short time ago near Stow, as of the last statement that I had, although the news statement does not show the tornado being confirmed, but when that warning was first issued, it was actually for a confirmed tornado near Stow.
Okay, as I was saying to them while you were away, wow, look at that. There's got to be, is that still confirmed on the ground?
No, the news statement says it is Doppler radar indicated tornado. There is no confirmation of a tornado.
Okay. Yeah, that. Check out this new the velocity scan. That's actually picked up a lot since the last scan. I think this storm went through a cycle as it was exiting Summit County, and it's re-picked up again, or picked back up again. And I'm not seeing too terribly defined storm cell now. So I think that's a sign that it's still it's not confirmed yet, or it was confirmed earlier, but it's not now. But the storm is starting to fall apart as structure-wise that I'm seeing.
Okay. Something I want to bring everybody up to date on. We have warmed up to 84 here in Columbus, 81 in Zanesville, 84 down in Athens as well. So temperatures are warming here across central and southern Ohio. It's even up to 80 degrees in Marion and 81 in Mount Vernon, respectively. I am watching development across central Indiana. Nothing worth showing on the radar or anything at this time, but that is the area that I am monitoring for development. Scattered thunderstorms are beginning to develop, some of which could turn into supercells as they continue to move in our general direction off to the east. And bring with it being, I've noticed this in the last 10-15 minutes, some more sunshine here across parts of Franklin County. I don't know what things are like down in your neck of the woods, but definitely a little bit more in the way of sunshine beginning to peek out this late afternoon.
Hold on 1 second, Nick.
Okay. Just to kind of catch everybody up to speed, Tornado Watch has now been canceled for Northwest Ohio. I'll get you the counties that were canceled here. I can turn on that. Defiance County was one of those. Paulding. Okay, the 4 counties that have been dropped from the Tornado Watch include Defiance, Paulding, Williams, and Fulton have been dropped from the Tornado Watch. So that is an update that I have for you. And that just coming in from the National Weather Service out of Northern Indiana, which that tells me that we could see the severe thunderstorm threat beginning to shift away from Northwest Ohio, which is obviously some good news. That would be something we would be definitely wanting to be good news to see. Some other news, as soon as Brent comes back, I'll have him show this on the radar. We are monitoring a line of thunderstorms across eastern Illinois. Those thunderstorms could become severe and produce some damaging winds.
I am back, and wow, I just got back to a impressive velocity. This is
actually that is our only active tornado warning now, is the one we are on here. So
okay, so what were you saying about the northern or the Indiana storms? I think I heard you say something about that.
Northwest Ohio has been dropped from the Tornado Watch. Williams, Defiance, Fulton, and Henry. It was Defiance, Williams, Fulton, and Paulding were dropped from the Tornado Watch. And I'm watching development across central Indiana. Those storms are beginning to fire up. And across Indianapolis, we'll watch that. And then also across eastern Illinois, there's along the actual cold front, there's a decent line of thunderstorms beginning to fire up as well. So still a lot of activity, still a long way to go. I would be prepared for severe weather if you live in Ohio through at least probably the 1 a.m. hour. And of course, we will cover as much as we can with you. I'm definitely prepared to stay up late if needed tonight to cover these storms with you. And of course, as you know, if you've been watching our page, David has also been posting the warnings as well. And Brant, I was noticing, the amount of people that are actually seeing those posts of the warnings and stuff is really no different than when you or I are whenever we post alerts. So
I have that
definitely.
I have that Instagram made, so if we can start getting some followers into there, we can actually
definitely advertise that.
Yeah, because we have 0 people right now. That's to be expected because I just made it. I'm gonna update this alerts right now. Okay, so that tornado watch was trimmed back, you said, right?
Yes. Wow, Brant, that velocity, boy, I think there's a tornado on the ground there, and if there is, I think there's definitely, like I said, I think there definitely is a tornado on the ground there. If there's not actually, your screen actually just updated.
Yeah.
But the scan prior to that, boy, that was rather intense looking.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna get that. Well, actually, okay. Okay. Let me back the Cleveland radar up. Then we're gonna check out the terminal Doppler. I think that's the one you were that you were watching. Let's back this up. This one right here. I don't think this was the one.
Okay, yeah, that is okay. You're right. That is what I saw. But the terminal Doppler is actually. I don't mean to say this to scare anybody, but the terminal Doppler is technically indicating 2 areas of where there is gate-to-gate shear, or otherwise reds touching greens. Do you see that, Brant?
It's hard to tell, but this is just about to the edge of the terminal Doppler coverage area. So that's I'm starting to turn away from this as a reliable source now. This storm actually may be starting to weaken. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, this is the super resolution velocity, and yeah, it's still got that that rotation to it, but it's not as well defined of a storm now. It's more of a cluster. There's what I mean by that is there's no defined hook that you would look for to look for a tornado. I don't really see any of that right now.
Okay, speaking of spotters, I actually am in conversation with somebody on our Facebook page at this moment. He's currently heading to Stow, where there was a confirmed tornado a short time ago. I'm asking him to send us any pictures that he may have. So that's the latest there. So we do have a spotter en route to where there was a confirmed tornado a short time ago. Brant, I'm still a little weary about southeastern Summit County.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
It's definitely not quite wrapped around on the reflectivity, but the velocity is still pretty decent looking. Would not be surprised if a tornado warning were to pop up there. And speaking of central Ohio, we'll be seeing a few showers popping up over Licking and Knox County. We'll watch that as they're moving east. The environment east of Columbus is definitely favorable for some more thunderstorm development to begin taking place. So we'll see what ends up happening there. But yeah, a few showers popping up across Licking and Knox counties. Looks like the radar for you is having a little. Okay, there you got it. So a few little pop-ups there across Licking and Knox County, beginning to show up there. But we'll watch that very close. And Brant, I'm even a little bit concerned. I'm not as concerned for this one, but just to the southeast of Cleveland, west of the tornado warning polygon, there's another little interesting cell we'll have to watch near Twinsburg.
That was the one that originated back near Medina that I was watching somewhere back in here. So that was the one I was watching, and that's the one I was telling. Oh, wow. Sorry about that. I just got okay. Based on what they've been doing today, they're gonna have to issue another one because there is very, very weak rotation, but that hasn't changed anything yet today. And on the super resolution, you can actually see it starting to wrap around now. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a tornado warning for this. I don't know if I'd probably include. I know it's going to include Geauga. It may include Stark. Medina's not going to be included in this. Summit it's actually moving out of Summit County, so I don't know if they'll issue the warning for that. But I think if they do issue one, it's definitely going to include Geauga and Cuyahoga.
Can I ask who's calling, please?
I am currently...
Yes, can I ask who's calling?
Okay, this storm over Mantua...
Not interested. Goodbye. Thank you. Do not call again. My apologies about that. I thought there was somebody that I needed to desperately talk to there. The person that is heading to Stow is actually not a spotter, but he is just out chasing and keeping us updated on what he sees. So he'll let us know if he sees any damage, and if there's any pictures, he will send them our way.
Okay,
So that's the latest I have there.
I'm looking at Futurecast right now, and it actually has this storm right now that it's on the screen, Nick. The Futurecast actually has that intensifying more as it heads out of Ohio. So, something to note about that. I don't see any other storms.
Yeah, the environment downstream in northwest, I should say upstream in the northwest PA and or southwestern New York definitely would be conducive for thunderstorms to continue in terms of track and hold their intensity. Kind of hard to tell if they're going to hold their tornadic potential with them. It's obviously kind of hard that far out to continue to watch that. I am noticing though with the activity back across Illinois and Indiana, there are still no warnings at this time. But again, Brant, as you've noticed, we've not seen any rain today, unless you want to count sprinkles as rain. I wouldn't. We haven't seen any rain here today at my house, and I'm sure you've not seen anything down there. So
no.
I really think south of I-70 now may be something we'll have to keep an eye on over the next few hours to see where storms across Indiana and Illinois go.
And we actually have the sun out here. We've actually had the sun out here for about I don't know, probably the last 20 minutes now. The sun's been out at my house. So
I'm actually going to look up at the Storm Prediction Center's meso-analysis to see what CAPE values are. It's something worth looking at, I think, just to kind of get an idea as to where we stand. And I can tell you right now, across southwestern Franklin County at Bolton Field, CAPE values are at 745. So we're kind of right on, that iffy edge of severe weather. The shear is at 49 knots, so we are above that. So we definitely have the shear for severe weather. Helicity is in the range for tornadoes. Although again, if we do see any kind of tornadic activity, it's going to be very brief. Just as we've been, we've been watching, for the last quite a while here. In terms of a line of thunderstorms, all parameters are being met for that. So that's probably what we're going to end up seeing. As I mentioned yesterday, we'll probably see some kind of line of clusters come through. Let me take a look a little further south towards you, and I can tell you your CAPE values are about the same, and shear and everything like that looks good as well. So, and like I said, everything looks good right now for a line of thunderstorms to move through, and obviously we're watching that line of storms back across Illinois and Indiana. We'll continue to watch that. Looking a little further south towards Portsmouth, CAPE values are actually less in southern Ohio, right along the Ohio River. A little strange. CAPE values are in the 300 to 400 range. In fact, let me overlay on my map that I'm looking at here the CAPE values, so we can kind of see what we're looking at for surface-based CAPE. It looks like the highest values right now are across southern Illinois at 2,000. However, some 1,000 values are being noted across southwest Ohio, approaching the I-71 corridor, and also in northeast Ohio, there's some 1,000 values there as well. 500 across parts of southeast Ohio, and even a couple 250s showing up there. So definitely southeast Ohio is probably the least unstable just because they are, they're still quite a long ways away from that cold front. They could get a little more unstable in the next hour or so, but that's just something worth noting as we continue to watch. These storms. So, Brant, any new information on that tornado warning?
I think we have a tornado on the ground near Mantua. Telltale. Sorry about that. I do think there's one on the ground. There's no. I just want to stress there's no confirmation right now, but what I'm seeing is that there's tight enough rotation.
Okay. We have a tornado near Hiram. Let me get a little.
I got it.
Okay, Hiram is actually Wow, that's actually east of Mantua. I'm not quite sure why the warning is stating. Okay, as of 5:55, here's what the statement says: National Weather Service Doppler radar continue to indicate, and spotters confirm a tornado near Hiram moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Could we be maybe talking about that weak rotation southeast of Mantua, perhaps?
That's what I was thinking. We're seeing two tornadoes right now, and here's Hiram. And there's Mantua down here. So there's two areas of rotation that I'm watching right now. But yeah, I think we may actually be talking about the southern one more. Did they say near Hiram or in Hiram?
They said near Hiram. I guess it depends on what the definition of near to the weather spotters, because the stronger of the rotation is just 4 miles west of Hiram. Let me get back on my spotter traffic here. And where are we at? Is this Portage County still we're in?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see what kind of access to spotter network that I have there. We also have Trumbull, and what's the other county we have there?
There's two counties currently in this. It's Trumbull, Geauga, and Portage.
Okay, so Geauga was the other one.
Hey Nick.
Looks like we might be going back to Summit for the Skywarn weather network there. So let's go back to that and let me see what they are telling us there.
Hey Nick, look at this really quickly.
Yeah, I'm watching with you.
Okay. If you want to go ahead and play that. Okay, that's funny. The rotation is not even on the map. There's no reflectivity there. Barely anything if there is.
I'm not getting any activity right now from the Summit area Skywarn, probably because there's no warning for Summit County. Let me jump up to Trumbull County and see maybe if we go to the Sheriff's Department and see what they're reporting. And not much activity out of the Sheriff's Department. We're kind of in a unpopulated area to be getting much in the way reports right now. However, that does not mean we won't get any. So let's just please keep that in mind as we continue to watch these storms. Yeah, I want to see what the next velocity scan shows. I think that's actually going to tell us quite a bit. So this has been a long track supercell branch going back to when we first went on air. This has tracked approximately 50 miles so far, and that's give or take a couple miles in either way. So this is quite a long track supercell for this part of the country.
Yep. Yeah, I said when you were eating, I said, well, this is the longest lived supercell that I've seen in quite a long time. In Ohio, I mean, probably I don't know if it's as much, but that one that went through Brown and Adams County and went up through Pickaway County and then deteriorated as it entered Franklin. I don't know if that was more than this one or less, but I still haven't seen a very long-lived supercell like this for quite a long time.
I would have to agree with you on that. I'm gonna look at the Storm Prediction Center and see if they have any new information.
We got the new scan, Nick.
No. What's that?
I think we got the new scan. Two areas of rotation now. As of 6:01.
That's as of 5:59 still, so that's not the new one just yet. Although I'm sure we're getting there. We do have.
You're. I think it might be frozen for you.
That's the new one there, 6:01. It says up there at the top 6:01. It said 5:59 a little bit ago. We do have 3 confirmed reports of tornadoes, according to what the Storm Prediction Center has. A home was damaged near Graham and Newcomer Roads near Stow and Monroe High School. So homes near a high school were damaged. That is in Summit County. That was as of 5:28, and as of 5:45 in Portage County, debris was observed by a spotter northeast of State Route 303. So we have 3 confirmed reports of tornadoes in Ohio, and again, obviously that's a preliminary count. The National Research will have to get out there and survey these respective areas to see exactly what had happened. So that's what I have from the Storm Prediction Center right now.
Okay, I'm taking some of these storms in western Ohio, and I don't see too much in the way of anything to be concerned about. Yeah, not really anything.
Yep, I will want to watch that line, though, as it moves into northeast Ohio, just because, the environment has already produced tornadoes there. I don't know if it has been overturned just enough yet to completely rule out any more severe weather. We'll just have to keep a close eye on it and see what that does. I'm not saying it's going to produce anything, and it may not. It may not do anything whatsoever other than just produce gusty winds and rain.
Look at back here. We have another line forming. A secondary line. All this stuff.
Yeah, yep, that was a part of that activity I've been watching. I think we need to be a little bit more concerned about what's going on down near Indianapolis and watch that activity just to the west and in and around there. It's a little more isolated and not quite necessarily in linear form. But yes, definitely I want to watch all that Indiana activity really, but especially just to the west of Indianapolis to see what goes on there. Again, that is within that 20 to watch area, so we'll continue to watch all that closely. Now, the tornado watch has been dropped for much of northeastern Indiana. Fort Wayne's been dropped. Wabash, Marion, Hartford City, Decatur, and then also Defiance, Ohio, and also Paulding, Ohio have all been dropped from the tornado watch. There's still a couple counties in northwest Ohio that still have the tornado watch that are in the North Webster, Indiana listening area, and those counties would be Jay County, Indiana, and then also Van Wert, Putnam, and Allen counties in Ohio. I would suspect that may get dropped in the near future, though. And really, Brant, let's actually take a look at, let's go over to central Illinois. I know we're kind of jumping quite a ways out here. To the central Illinois, or that KILX radar in central Illinois. Definitely a nice line of thunderstorms beginning to form there, and this is actually along the cold front, so we'll have to watch this for a damaging wind potential as it moves our way after midnight tonight. And I'll let you turn on the reflectivity there, but you kind of zoom that out, you can kind of see the actual cold front is right there. So we'll watch that as that moves into Indiana over the next hour or so, and then eventually into Ohio. We could see the storms actually pick up a little speed if the line of thunderstorms were to form. So, but Brant will have to watch that pretty closely.
Yes, we will, and I just drew the cold front there. Really, really bad drawing, in my opinion. But that's right where the cold front is right now. Trying to think if we okay, let's jump back to this. So I think this is the. I think truthfully, I think this will be the last tornado warning we see from this storm. I don't see.
That would be nice.
Let me see. Okay, we have been on the air for I don't know how long.
For an hour and 30 minutes approximately, and that's give or take.
Yeah. Okay. crap. Okay, look at this stuff back in, okay, this is interesting. Look at the, radar right now. And you see where there's nothing on the radar right here, but if you look at the super resolution radar, there's something there.
Yeah, it's probably just wind being picked up. Really, there could be there could be an outflow boundary there as well. So, and that's just what it could be. I'm not quite sure what it could be, but I agree. I think this will be the last tornado warning, and it is set to expire in 4 minutes. So let's hope and pray that this will be the last one we see. I would think if they're going to issue another one, they would have probably have done it already. So. And I'm just looking to see. We still have no warnings in effect in Indiana or Illinois at this time. But of course, if there are, we will of course update you on the Facebook page as well. Want to appreciate anybody who watched us this afternoon. Just got a new flood advisory until 9:15 for Lucas County. That was the flood advisory that was set to expire. Was set to expire at 6:15.
No,
I actually, Brandon,
9:15.
Until 9:15. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I have failed to look at our spotter page to see if we've gotten any pictures of anything.
Oh yeah.
So I will look at that now just to see
about that.
what we got here. Oh, the good news is we don't have any pictures of anything that have been sent in to us. David has just posted all of the warnings. So I'm actually going to mute myself for just a second here.
Okay. Alright. Wait, check.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, what's up? Not much. What are you doing?
Okay, so set that in effect.
No, we don't have any intents.
Well, thanks to anybody who's watching us right now and has stuck through us all day. Very, very nice of you. At times we have maybe 1-2 viewers at the max, and you know, it's just I appreciate anybody who watches us. That's the reason that's the reason we're doing this, is because for you guys to watch. So spread the word about it. If anybody wants to. If you can spread the word, that'll help us out greatly. I mean, the reason we do this is for you guys, and most of the time we have 0 viewers watching, and we don't like to see that when we're doing this live, because it makes us feel like we're doing it for nothing. But we are doing it for a purpose, and we would like you guys, anybody who's watching right now, to spread the word about this. Maybe get some more people in here, so we can watch it next time, or they can watch it next time.
You got kids today?
Trying to see if there's anything else.
Well, if you need somebody to pick them up for me, let me know. I should be able to.
Till 6:15. Alright, so this warning has expired now. This warning has expired. That was the tornado warning for Portage, I believe it was Portage, Geauga, and Trumbull County. That has been allowed to expire now. So no other tornado warnings or any severe weather warnings are in the area right now. So we are going to go ahead and, if Nick is back, I don't know if he is yet.
Yeah, I am back. I just ended. I do apologize for leaving again. I'm just gonna wait like another minute or two, because with one of our other tornado warnings a short time ago, what happened is we got very, very close to expiration, and then they decided to issue a tornado warning. It is technically 6:14, so I guess technically this thing has maybe the seconds are fading very quickly. Let's just put it that way. Rotation has really dropped off drastically and is continuing to drop off so very quickly. If they issue it, okay, there it is. It is now gone off my end. Let me double check, make sure they just did not issue another one though, just to be safe. And we are all clear. No tornado warnings are in effect. So, Brant, I'll let you go ahead and close this out for this part. and hopefully, I would like to say we're not going to be back on again tonight, but definitely is a possibility. But I'll let you go ahead and close
Yeah,
this
just
out.
one interesting thing right here before we go. Take a look at this. If we can actually get this. All right, wait for the new update here. And okay, you see this ball right here?
Yeah.
That is actually right on the rotation part of that. So I think it's just an interesting little thing there that I wanted to point out. I don't think that's going to trigger any tornado warning, but that's just interesting. That's detached from the rest of the storm, and it is, it does have, a little bit of rotation with it. I don't want to say a lot. But Nick, is there anything else you want to say?
Nope, I'll let you go ahead and close this out, and I'm actually getting ready to share a set of about 5 photos that Eric Elwell has received. And actually, the better picture I'm going to share from him is some damage to that house in Stow. So I'm going to share that to the page now. So I'll let you go ahead and close this out.
All right, for Chief Weather Forecaster Nicholas Dunn, I am Weather Forecaster Brent Warren. Thank you for watching us. Remember to spread the word, and Nick will have that advertisement up for our Instagram here soon. So go ahead and follow that if you want to. Everybody have a good night.